Hello basketball coaches and basketball players, my name is Alan from Al's Basketball Training, and today I'm going to give you my top 5 dribble handoff basketball plays that you can use at pretty much any level. So I would actually say basically from the grade 7 and up level. Let's get down to the clipboard and let's check these out. Okay, so if you don't already know, a dribble handoff is when the player with the ball dribbles towards another player and that player runs right beside them, using them as a screen, and they're going to hand off the ball to that player, so that this is essentially a screen, and player 4 then dribbles the ball, in this case, out towards that left side. That is what a dribble handoff is. Now, going into these dribble handoff basketball plays, what we're going to be having first is player 1 setting a dribble handoff with player 4. Player 4 is going to get that ball, and player 5 is going to be coming up and setting a secondary screen for player 4. Player 4 is going to be coming off of that screen, and we're going to be having player 3 at the same time coming down towards the low post and setting a screen. Essentially what he's setting a screen for is player 1, he's going to be popping out towards the three-point line. We're going to be having player 5 roll off of that screen, and we're going to be also having player 2 cutting baseline across the key out towards that left side. So essentially we would have basically 4 different options for player 4. Player 4 could hit up player 5 for a layup. He could also hit up player 2 for a three-point shot. He could take a three-point shot himself, or depending on what's going on with player 1 when he pops, this could be a lob pass over to player 1 for a three-point shot. Now in this next play, it's going to be a low 1-4. We're going to be having player 1 dribble out towards this right side, and player 3, he's going to be coming up and using player 1 as a dribble handoff. We are then going to be having player 4 come up and set a screen for player 1. So player 3 could take that shot, or player 1 could then cut towards the rim using 4 as a screen, and he could be open for a layup. The other option is now, let's say all of those are covered. So we had player 1 cutting through, player 3 fighting through, and nobody is open. What we're going to be having now is player 2. He's going to be coming up to the top, up to the point. Player 1 is going to be clearing out towards that far side, and player 1 and 3 are going to come together for another dribble handoff. So now at this point, we have player 4, 5, and 1 all isolated along the baseline. Player 2 is then coming along, dribbling out. Now he could take that three-point shot. That is another option. Or player 3 could roll towards the rim, or actually I should say, and roll towards the rim, where player 2 could pass to player 3. Player 3 could go in for that layup or the floater, or if he draws in any help defense, he could kick the ball over to player 5 or out to player 4 for a mid-range or three-point shot. Now those 2 first plays are super simple to run, and let's get into some more intense, higher level basketball plays for the last 3. Now in this third basketball play, what we're going to be having is player 4. He is going to be setting a screen down for player 5. Player 5 is going to be using that screen, and he's going to be then setting a screen up for either player 3 or player 2. He has that choice. If he goes for player 2, which is our number 1 option, player 2 is going to be using that screen and then using player 1 as a dribble handoff, and he's going to be popping around. Player 4 is going to be clearing out, and we're going to be having player 5 roll towards the basket, where he could hit up player 5 for a layup or take that three-point shot. Now, our other option that we had was for player 5 to go and set a screen instead for player 3. And this is going to be the exact same as what just happened. We're going to have player 2 just on the opposite side, obviously. We're going to have player 2 cut down towards that low corner. Player 4 is going to clear out. And now we're going to be having player 3 and 1 come together for a dribble handoff. Player 3 is going to get that ball. He can take that shot, or he can pass to player 5 who was rolling towards the basket for a layup. Now you may be wondering, why am I only running this against man-to-man defenses? Well, generally speaking, most dribble handoffs are only used against man-to-man defenses and not against zone defenses. Let's get down to the clipboard for play number 4. Okay, so play number 4. What we're going to be having is now player 1 setting a dribble handoff with player 5. Player 5 is going to get that ball. He is then going to come around and do the same, however, with player 2. At this time, we're going to be having player 3 set a screen down, either in the mid area, mid post, or low post, depending on where we want him. And then we're going to be having player 4 using that screen and popping out towards that corner. Now, this is more or less a decoy for what's going to be happening over here. So now, we're having player 2 and player 5 come together for a dribble handoff. We're going to have player 5 roll towards the basket. Now, he may be open. Player 2 may be open for a three-point shot as well. However, what we're looking to do now, on top of that, is set a screen down for player 3, wherever player 3's man is, and do a pin down screen for player 3 to pop up for that three-point shot. Now, this is what I like to call the dribble handoff inside of a triangle. So we're going to have player 1 pass over to player 3. He's going to go down towards that low corner. What we're going to be having now is player 1 and 3 come together for a dribble handoff. At the same time, we're going to be having player 5 set a screen for player 3. Player 1 is going to come off of that screen. Now, he could drive towards the basket. That is an option. He can take that three-point shot as well. That's another option. However, we're now going to be having player 3 cut down baseline, where he could be popping out roughly underneath the rim, where he could get that ball passed to him for a nice, easy layup. This can also collapse player 4 for the kick out to player 4 blue for the three-point shot. If there's any kind of rotation on the help defense, we can get player 2 a shot, whatever it may be. Now, these are fantastic basketball plays to run at pretty well any level from grade 7 and up. Those last 3 plays, however, are a bit more advanced that you can run at the high school or higher level. But altogether, fantastic plays. Incorporate some dribble handoffs with your basketball team as well. This allows your players to get wide open for three-point shots, and screen and roll a type of offenses really thrive by using the dribble handoff. So I hope that you have enjoyed. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again later on today for the second video of the day.